3, 2, 1.
Once the passage up, like
Start.
A lot of healing.
Shannon, 9.1 cubic meters. 9.1.
Yeah.
Perfect. I always get so nervous when it gets to this stage.
Okay.
Okay. What is your name?
I'm Leilani. Oh, my name is Leilani.
So I'm Abby.
My name is Josh.
So my name's Shannon.
My name's Alicia.
I was diagnosed with stage 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma back when I was around 21 years old.
I joined Canteen in 2018/early 2019 when my dad was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and then he sadly passed away 5 months later.
My mum was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer.
I had liver cancer as a toddler.
I was diagnosed with advanced stage Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Being the CEO of Canteen, I get to work with our young leaders.
Every year, our leadership team decides on a project.
They have a major project they have a crack at each year.
Alicia had an awesome idea,
To suggest that we launch something to the edge of space.
so outlandish.
And the Sydney crew decided to take on the launch of the Bandana into space.
When it came time to deciding exactly what we would launch, we considered so many things to send out, but our bandana really resonated with the entire team. It's not only an expression of our individual experience with cancer, it's also a symbol of the support that everybody who wears one on National Bandana Day shows.
I thought it was amazing, and it sounded so inspiring, especially hearing about what that project meant to her.
I was a full-time university student studying software engineering. In 2019, in between treatments, I participated in a project where we launched 3 pieces of Vegemite toast to the edge of space. Canteen's really incredible in the fact that they host a local leadership day for every team across the country. On this day, we have the opportunity to connect and raise all our ideas. I also had the opportunity to suggest that we launch something to the edge of space. Once we raised this idea with Canteen, they then brought up the opportunity to take it one step further and design our own bandana. Josh, one of our very talented leaders, brought this vision to life.
I was the guy putting the stuff into Photoshop, but a huge part of it really was the whole team, of feedback and design ideas and stuff. I just approached it like I want to make something that looks cool and make space look cool.
The engineering team, we bore the burden of, if we didn't do things right, probably wouldn't launch properly.
Connor, Leilani and Alicia have been working on using the materials that Tim and I organised to build a prototype.
I built a radar reflector. It's just a shiny silver thing. Initially, we started prototyping. Alicia, Connor and I did separate prototypes because of the COVID lockdown. We couldn't actually be in one place to do it. We ended up using Connor's prototype.
G'day guys, my name's Connor. I'm from Portland, New South Wales. I'm part of the Canteen Youth Leadership Team. Today on my prototype for our Canteen in Space project by dropping it from about 9 metres off my windmill at home.
Hi Leilani. How are you feeling?
All right. My role on the day was to fill up the balloon with the helium and to make sure that the balloon doesn't fly away. We did tape the balloon to the helium tank. I had to make sure that as I was inflating it, it didn't accidentally get untaped and fly away.
On the day, my role was to drive, so I was one of the 3 drivers. My other role was to hold down the balloon as we were inflating it so that it didn't just float off into space without anything attached.
Any oils could potentially pop the balloon.
We all had gloves on to make sure that the oil on our hands wouldn't pop anything.
To make sure my head doesn't touch the balloon, I ended up having to lie down for about an hour as we inflated the balloon.
Originally we were just holding the balloon, but as it got bigger we chucked a big blanket over the top of it and then we held the blanket, and that was kind of able to keep it contained. As it got bigger, it got taller, and I am very short, so it was very hard to reach by the end.
Aisha, our volunteer, ended up needing a stool because the balloon had gotten way too big, that even the blanket that we placed over it wasn't really helping that much, and she wasn't able to reach the top anymore. Django, one of our programs officers, ended up also just holding on to the balloon with me towards the end of it because it was getting really big Another role that I had, tying the balloon. Oh, and then I had to hold the balloon while everyone was getting the payload ready. Yeah, it was nerve-wracking, but it was also like an unbelievable feeling of, oh, this is actually happening. And, oh, there is a bug on me. But cannot let go of the balloon. I was very worried that I was gonna stop floating off, but our engineer friend, Alicia, said that wouldn't happen. So I just had to hold really tight.
Well, I'm the GM for fundraising.
What did you think about our idea when Django actually brought it up to you? Because I appreciate that it is kind of insane, but why did you say yes?
That's right. Well, I'm a little bit insane, Leilani, so I loved it. And so yes, yes, yes was my answer, of course. Really, we want to support realizing dreams. And particularly when a young person comes forward with such a crazy and wonderful idea, it's like, if we're able to, we want to try to support it and make it happen.
3, 2, 1, go!
How did it feel to see the balloon rising into the air?
It was so cool. It was such a relief to just watch it go up, because there's so many things that we had to get through just to get it to go up into the air. So it was such a relief to see it go up, and so proud and so exciting.
A small group of us young people that have been impacted by cancer in their lives actually did it. We did this outlandish, insane thing that came from an idea during our leadership day. Yeah, we were able to launch a bandana into the edge of space, so really you can do anything you put your mind to.
Okay. Hey! Hey! Okay, and the Space Bandana. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!